We opened in December 2015, so we've been in production now for about 3.5 years. We're the third distillery to open in Mississippi. Well, we make a lot of different products, but kind of our claim to fame is we're the producers of the first bourbon made in Mississippi. I'll give people tours and I show them step by step. We do everything in-house. We like to say it's grain to glass. We actually make two different recipes. Recipe number one is made from 66% corn, 17% barley, and 17% rye. Recipe number two is 66% corn, 17% barley, and 17% wheat. We start off with the raw grains, whether it's corn, barley, rye, wheat. We cook those and we turn them into mash. We add yeast and we ferment that mash. It's a 300-gallon cooking pot, basically, where we cook our mash. So what I do in this tank is I fill it with water. I add my different grains depending on my recipe. I cook those grains. Enzymes get added, but we cook them and we break down the starches in the grains and we turn them into sugar. We run it through our still and we distill it. We age it in barrels. We bottle it. The federal government has rules on what constitutes bourbon, and contrary to popular belief is you can make bourbon anywhere in the United States, not just Kentucky. We happen to be the first bourbon makers in Mississippi. We've got a barrel room full of whiskey still aging. These barrels, they're all made of American white oak. They're brand new each and every time we make whiskey. And what's special about bourbon barrels is the inside of them is charred. One of the rules for making bourbon is it has to be made from at least 51% corn. And our recipes actually use 66% corn. And all that corn, it comes from our local Madison County Co-op. It's grown, it's actually bagged in Yazoo City. And the way you test is you take samples. This thing right here is a plug. Each barrel has one on the top. You can pull a plug out and you use a thing like this, which is called a whiskey thief. It's basically a copper straw. You can stick it in there, put your finger over the end, and draw out a sample. And this is some of the first bourbon ever made in Mississippi. The definition of a small business owner, I'm doing production. Some days you might see me on the road. I might be visiting stores, selling. I bottle. I'm the janitor, I'm the tour guide, I'm all that. I'm the owner and I'm the distiller. When I give people tours, they say that's one of the best tours I've ever gotten because I'm the guy who made it. I'm David Rich with Rich Grain Distilling Company in Canton, Mississippi, and I am genuine Mississippi.